Welcome back to MADMAN Review. Glock, the powerhouse in the firearms industry, has long been known for its affordable and reliable handguns. However, as the saying goes, there's always a bigger fish, and in this case, it's some of the best polymer-framed, striker-fired handguns on the market that are making Glock look bad. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these handguns come with a higher price tag compared to their Glock counterparts, but hey, you can't put a price on innovation, right? Plus, who doesn't want a fancy schmancy gun every now and then? So, whether you're a diehard Glock fan or someone looking for a better option, this video aims to give you some food for thought. Who knows, you might just find your next carry gun among the ones on the list. Number 8. Beretta APX Centurion. The APX is an underdog that certainly deserves more recognition. With 15-round mags, a barrel length of 3.7 inches, and a width of 1.3 inches, the Centurion is the closest thing we have to a compact pistol in the APX lineup. It's odd. Beretta's actual compact APX is more of a subcompact, but it is what it is. If you didn't know, the APX was Beretta's entry into the MHS trials and uses an integral chassis just like the P320. Beretta released several different frame sizes and frames with finger grooves and without. APX Centurion owners can even swap out the backstrap, which changes the side panels of the grip. Now, the trigger might be average and on par with Glock, but it is one really accurate and controllable gun. It's super easy to shoot accurately and quickly. The APX's ergonomics and configuration make it easier to control with more accuracy than you might expect. And while it's a little smaller than the Glock 19 and easier to conceal, we still get a rail system. Plus, the RDO model allows you to top it off with a red dot on demand, and the ergonomics lend themselves well to adding a red dot. The APX Centurion is a top-tier Italian stallion and, believe it or not, one of the most affordable pistols on this list. Right now, you can purchase it for less than $400. There's a lot of guns for such a low price, so why not give poor Beretta a chance to shine? Number 7. CANIK SFX Rival. The SFX Rival, a handgun that's got me riled up. The manufacturer, CANIK, has taken the striker-fired trigger design to a whole new level. It's almost like the PPQ, except better, and that's saying something because the PPQ trigger is a tough one to beat. When you pull the trigger on the CANIK, it's like a symphony of smoothness, and the reset is like lightning. It's incredible. Now, some might argue that Glock knows people will customize their guns, so why bother changing things up? But that's not the case with CANIK. They listen to their customers and are always trying to make improvements. If the CANIK trigger were in a Glock, along with some of the other features I'll mention from the other guns, we'd have a whole new animal on our hands. This gun has become my go-to striker-fired polymer-framed pistol, and that's saying a lot, because my previous favorite was the Smith & Wesson Core, but the CANIK SFX Rival has surpassed it in every way. So, if you're in the market for a new pistol, don't overlook this one. It's a true rival to the big players like Glock, and it might just surprise you. Number 6. KIMBER R7 MAKO. The R7 MAKO is a polymer-framed, striker-fired micro-compact pistol chambered in the popular 9x19mm Parabellum cartridge. While KIMBER already has several models that are close to micro-compact in size, like the Micro 9 and Evo SP, the R7 MAKO offers all the features that consumers wanted, and that's because KIMBER listened. The R7 MAKO is KIMBER's third striker-fired handgun, but the first to utilize a polymer frame. The unique flat-face performance carry trigger has a consistent short pull and a clean, crisp break, and the factory-set 5 to 6.75-pound trigger actually feels much lighter. KIMBER also responded to the call for a handgun that offered sufficient ammunition capacity for any situation, and the R7 MAKO boasts a class-leading 12-round capacity using the flush-fit magazine and 14-round capacity using the extended magazine. The external controls, including the slide stop and magazine release button, are ambidextrous, and the no-snag design makes the gun easier to draw while preventing accidental release of the magazine. The low-tilt 3.37-inch stainless steel barrel mitigates recoil, and the R7 MAKO weighs in at just 19.5 ounces, with a micro-compact size of 1 inch wide, 4.3 inches tall, and 6.2 inches long, making it ideal for everyday carry. KIMBER also included a set of TrueGlow Tritium Pro U-notch sights, making target acquisition quick regardless of lighting conditions, and the slide on the R7 MAKO Optics Ready or OR model ships with a plate to protect the milled shield-style footprint slide cut. The R7 MAKO Optics Installed or OI model includes a Crimson Trace CTS 1500. Number 5. WALTHER PDP Compact. The Walther PDP is the successor and evolution of the beloved PPQ, and it's safe to say that Walther knocked it out of the park with the PDP. Not only is the PDP red dot ready, but it's also the first pistol that was designed with the use of red dots in mind. It features a 4-inch barrel, a width of 1.34 inches, and a magazine capacity of 15 rounds. But it's not just the specs that make this gun stand out. It's the ergonomics that really steal the show. Walther designed the gun's grip ergonomics around using a red dot, and it shows. Finding the dot and completing a good presentation of the gun is a breeze, making the PDP compact incredibly quick on target. That, my friends, is innovative and makes the PDP stand out from the crowd. And let's not forget about that amazing trigger. It's even better than the PPQ with a shorter travel and a tactile reset you can't miss. The ergonomics of the PDP are awesome, and the gun feels so good in the hand. The grip texture and slide serrations are aggressive and sticky, which only adds to the PDP's charm. All the controls on the PDP are large and easy to engage, especially the slide lock. Plus, Walther allows you to swap frames and slides to create numerous gun configurations. How cool is that? Now, Glock may come in cheaper at both gun and magazine prices, but let's be real. The PDP is the better investment. In more respects, Walther's compact model blows the Glock away and is truly an awesome gun. Number 4. H&K VP9. If you're looking for a top-tier pistol, the HK VP9 is definitely worth considering, even if it costs a bit more than the Glock 19. The VP9 has been around for years, but its features still make it stand out. First off, let's talk about the sights. The VP9's upgraded sights are luminescent and steel, which means they'll last longer than the Glock's terrible plastic U-notch sights. Sure, Glock offers night sights as a standard option, but the VP9 sights are still superior. And let's not forget about the customizable grip texturing. The VP9 allows you to change the backstrap and side panels in 27 different ways, so you can find the perfect fit for your hand and shooting style. Moving on to the trigger, the VP9's flat-faced performance trigger is a thing of beauty. The trigger has a short pull and a clean, crisp break that you won't find on a stock trigger. Sure, some Glock enthusiasts may choose to upgrade the trigger, but the VP9's trigger is superior straight out of the box. Now, some people may point out that the VP9 is a bit busier than the Glock, with its lightning cuts in the slide and wings in the back. But these features aren't just for show. They assist in charging up the gun and make it easier to handle. Of course, the VP9 may cost a bit more than the Glock 19, but if you're willing to pay for quality, you won't be disappointed. Plus, when you factor in the cost of upgrading a stock Glock with better sights in the trigger, the price difference between the two pistols becomes less significant. Number 3. CZ-P10S. Let's talk about the CZ-P10S, a striker-fired handgun that's worth mentioning. Sure, the P10C is slightly bigger than this one, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is CZ's first striker-fired handgun. Now, we've already talked about H&K's and Kimber's first striker-fired handguns, but what makes CZ stand out is that they already had years of experience with Glock's design and engineering. They knew what worked, and they knew how to make it even better. What really impresses me about the CZ-P10S is their safe action trigger. They've got it down to a science, and when you pull the trigger, you know what to expect. It's not the lightest trigger in the world, but it's predictable, and the gun shoots like a dream. With front and rear slide serrations and optics-ready models available, this gun is a total package. One thing I'd love to see from CZ is a single-stack or half-stack gun to compete with the Glock 43X and the Shield Pluses. But even without that, the CZ-P10S is still impressive. The steel sights and amazing trigger alone make it a great option. Now, some people accuse me of being a Glock hater, but I love Glock so much that you can say I'm a frustrated Glock lover. They have some of the best firearms engineers in the industry, but they're not utilizing their potential. Like, where's the new Glock rifle? Or the PDW? Or the PCC? They could even make a steel-framed version, and they would go out of stock in a jiffy. Glock has the ability to create some really cool things, possibly even better than the companies we've talked about, but Gaston likes to rest on his laurels. Number 2. Smith & Wesson Shield M2.0. It seems like Big Blue, aka Smith & Wesson, has been shooting to the top, surpassing Glock with their Shield and M2.0 series, at least in my opinion. And don't just take my word for it. Take a look at the upgraded sights on the core model M2.0, which are steel and superior to the standard plastic sights on a Glock. Now, some may argue that the trigger is not better, but with the new PC trigger on the Shield Plus, Smith & Wesson has really pulled ahead. In fact, The company has been steadily improving their firearms over the years, starting with the SDV series and working their way up to the M&P and beyond. What's the secret to Smith & Wesson's success? Innovation. They listen to feedback from their customers and keep evolving and updating their designs. It's a far cry from the SD series, which was so similar to Glock that they got sued for it and still have to pay Glock for each one sold. But now, Smith & Wesson has truly surpassed their rival through their dedication to improvement. And it's not just their pistols that are killing it. Smith & Wesson has a whole arsenal of awesome firearms, including shotguns, ARs, and even a folding pistol carbine. So, if you want a firearm that's been thoroughly innovated and perfected over the years, Smith & Wesson is the way to go. Glock may have once been king of the hill, but now it seems like Big Blue has taken the crown. Number 1. SIG SAUER P320C. Any handgun enthusiast worth his salt would tell you that Glock has been getting their butt kicked by the P320C by SIG SAUER. The P320C is so popular that it seems like every other day a new law enforcement agency is adopting it. And let's not forget that even the military has jumped on the bandwagon. The C in the P320C model stands for compact, but don't let that fool you. It's a compact-sized pistol that can compete with the Glock 19 thanks to its 15-round mag and 3.9-inch barrel length, although it is a bit thicker with a width of 1.4 inches. SIG loves to offer various configurations, and the P320C comes in more than a few different flavors. But even just the standard model boasts one significant advantage: modularity. The FCU, or Fire Control Unit, is the actual gun portion of the P320C, meaning that shooters can easily remove the FCU and swap out grip modules and slide sizes to their heart's content. I personally use a variety of grip modules with my P320C, including one that lets me use P365 mags. But that's not all. SIG SAUER is also known for including high-quality all-metal sights, which are usually SIG Light night sights. Plus, they offer numerous optics-ready models, ambidextrous or reversible controls, and that 1911-like grip angle that we Americans adore. So, what does Glock do better? Well, they do offer magazines that are a bit more affordable, but that's about it. Hopefully, the P320C forces Glock to step up their game and release some much-needed innovations to the market. Like, come on, Gaston, when will the Glock 46 drop? And that's all I have for you in this video. Were there other handguns that you believe should have made the list? Tell us about it in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, and click on that bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.